watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Well, hello crafty friends. It is Holly with Melody Lane Inspired, and I have something super exciting to share with you guys. A brand new from Cricut. And I know many of you have seen in the Cricut store that the AutoPress was out of stock, because we've gotten tons of messages actually that said, hey, when is the AutoPress coming back in stock? Well, there was a very good reason it was out of stock. And that is because Cricut totally redesigned, redid the AutoPress, and now I get to show you the Cricut AutoPress 2. And honestly, I love this thing. I love the AutoPress. I did love the AutoPress. However, there were some things I wish the AutoPress had that actually the new AutoPress 2 checked all of those boxes for me. So I am extremely happy, and I can't wait to show you guys. And not only is it redesigned, redone, added features, the things we need, but it's significantly less than the AutoPress came out at, which is great, because usually the new things cost more, but not in this case. The new things are going to cost less and do more, which is really a win-win. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the Cricut AutoPress 2. And there she is, the new AutoPress 2. Now, the very first thing you're going to notice is, this isn't just an updated AutoPress. This is a completely redesigned machine. Gone is that clamshell design we had on the original AutoPress. Now the AutoPress 2 has an all-new modern look with, look at this guys, a full slide-out tray, making it much easier to load and unload your projects and no longer burning your hands up at the top of that clamshell like I did more times than I want to mention with the original AutoPress. And that's not the only thing that's new with this. So let's go ahead and take a look at what all is new with the Cricut AutoPress 2. Now, when I say this machine is bigger and better, I really mean it is bigger and better. Because first, let's talk about the heat plate size. Previously, the largest heat plate size we've had on a heat press is 12 inches by 15 inches. But now we got a larger 15 inch by 15 inch, which as somebody who likes to make pillow covers often, I love that, because that means I can do my pillow covers in one press. Now let's talk about all the ways that it's better. So for one, previously on the AutoPress, we could not adjust pressures. But now, can we not only adjust the pressure, but we can use way more pressure. Now the previous AutoPress only went up to 70 pounds of pressure. This AutoPress 2 goes up to 220 pounds of pressure, which is huge, especially when doing those materials like puff, DTF, and all those where you really want more pressure. And with this press, you can go up to 410 degrees, which previously was 400 degrees was the max on the AutoPress. And with that pod, you have true zero effort operation, but there's something brand new with this also, is that it now has Bluetooth connectivity. And it works right with the Design Space app. That means no longer have to go to Cricut Heat Guide or a separate heat app. You can, right from your phone or tablet, within Design Space, go ahead and go to the heat press settings. It will not only give you detailed step-by-step instructions walking through, but you can also set your press right there. Now, you can also set it with the pod that is attached to the heat press, but this gives you another option, and all of your directions, step-by-step, are right there. That makes it so easy. I love not having to jump back and forth between different things to get my press settings and everything. Now, enough talking about the machine. Let me actually show you the machine making a project. So I'm gonna make one of those pillowcase projects I love so much. Now, I gotta get my heat up to press, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you right here in the Cricut Design Space app how we're going to control that press. And right next to the Maker 4, you will see 3 squiggly lines. We're gonna go ahead and click that, and that is our heat press. From that, it's gonna go ahead and connect to your heat press. Now mine says weird names because this was before it was released, but yours will probably say AutoPress 2. Now, from the drop down here in the heat guide, we can go ahead and select our material and what we're going to be pressing it on. So here I'm going to be using chameleon iron-on, and then we're going to be putting that on a pillow cover. And right here, it's going to let you know all the things you need for your project, and it's also going to let you know how many steps it is for your project. And in the orange on the top right, it's letting you know what temperature your press is, because mine's heating up, so it's currently 131 degrees. Now you can go ahead and hit Start Project here. Now, once your machine is up to temp, and you can tell the little light on top is green, that means we are at temp. So we're gonna go ahead and pull out the tray here, put our pillowcase on it, and I always throw a heat pressing sheet on top of mine also. And then we're going to go ahead and press that tray in. And you want to make sure you fully press it in. It will let you know if it's not pressed in, but what I like to do is press it in and then I just give it one little more push until it slightly clicks. Now in the Design Space app, we are on our preheat blank page, so we can go ahead and hit go. And as you can see, that went ahead and engaged the press. So it's going to go ahead and count down here on our screen 5 seconds, and then the press is going to open on its own. See, that is that true zero effort technology that you're talking about. Now, let's go ahead and get our pieces put on place on the pillowcase. Now, this is bigger than the roll comes because my design was over 14 inches, so I did just do it in separate pieces and then cut it apart. That way I could use the least amount of material. And when I'm laying these, I just have to be careful to make sure that none of my iron-on and plastic is overlapping the different pieces. So I go ahead and take my scissors here and then cut close. And when you lay those pieces down, make sure that you double check that it's not overlapping anywhere. And make sure you didn't miss weeding anything, because I did. I do that horribly when I'm recording myself weeding. There was a circle that I missed somewhere in there on a butterfly. Now, I like to take a little Cricut's heat-resistant tape here, and I'm just going to go ahead and tape down one side of each of my pieces. I don't need to tape fully around it because that press is going to go ahead and press down on that, but I just want to make sure that they don't move at all. And if you don't have heat-resistant tape, don't worry about it because this step you don't have to do. This is just something I choose to do, especially with such a big design and spread out everywhere, and I have like 5 different pieces that I'm pressing. But you could just go ahead and put the pressing sheet on and begin pressing if you did not want to adhere it down at all. Now we're going to take those heat-resistant pressing sheets and cover. I say sheets because, yes, this design is so big that one of the heat-resistant pressing sheets does not cover it. And then we're going to go ahead and push that tray in all the way again till you hear the little click. And then in the app here, you'll just hit go and it'll again engage that heat press for that 30 seconds. And after this project, I'll show you a quick one using the pod to control it versus the app too. When the time is up, it will go ahead and open for us. And here it's letting us know to slowly remove the liner when cool to touch, and you can also get care instructions on this page also. Once the press is disengaged, you can go ahead, pull that drawer out, take your pressing sheets off, and then remember we're going to let that cool to touch before we do peel. Now, if you're thinking you see some letters cut into my big butterfly, you are not wrong. And let this be a lesson I share with you. What I did was I moved my items on my mat so I could get the most out of my material size. But when I selected Chameleon Iron-On, it automatically mirrored it, and it moved my word into my butterfly there. You can kind of see the O and the S. So just make sure if you move things on the mat and you do mirror, check your mat again before you do cut. Now I've done this with regular iron-on and it blends, but I wanted to see how it did with the Chameleon on the pillow cover too, because the texture always seems to make it shrink a little bit more, I think. Oh, and I just love this purple to blue Chameleon iron-on, and I just think it looks so pretty on my porch. Of course, my little Lucy Lou has to always watch out the window. Okay, now let's make a project using the pod. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this Cricut baby bodysuit and then this DTF I made on Cricut's site. This is Mommy's little broke bestie. Now on our pod here, let's talk about how you change the temperature, time, and pressure. So you can go ahead and tap the left dial there, and that'll start off at temp, and then you can turn and adjust there. Now, if you need to go down and adjust the time, then you'll just click the button again, and then turn the dial till you get to the time you need. And then for the pressure, you just go ahead and click one more time. That now takes you down to the pressure, and you are able to adjust that there. Now let's talk about the right dial. So the right dial are those 4 presets. So number 1 is a preset for puff iron-on, number 2 is iron-on, number 3 is DTF transfers, and number 4 is infusible ink. So since this is a DTF transfer, I can totally just set that to 3 and be ready to go. Also on the pod, you see an A lit up, and that's because I have my auto batching turned on. That way I could just repeat this press over and over. But if we ever want to turn the auto batching on or off, all you're going to do is on the right dial, you're going to hold that button in till you either see the A appear or you see the A disappear, as it did right there. So now we have turned off our auto batching. And that is how easy it is to use the pod also. So let's go ahead and make that DTF project using it. Now I have my press on preset 3, and I'm just waiting for it to get up to temp there. As that finishes heating up, I'm going to go ahead and take a lint roller here, because you always want to roll over wherever you're going to apply iron-on or a DTF. Now that the orange light on top of the AutoPress is green, that means we are up to temp, so we are ready to do our 5-second preheat. So we're just going to go ahead and put our baby suit on there, go ahead and press it all the way in, and then we're going to go ahead on our pod, just go ahead and press the right dial, and it's going to go ahead and go down and begin that 5-second preheat. And once the press opens, then we're gonna go ahead and pull that out, and then we can go ahead and place our DTF on our onesie here where we like it. And then cover with the heat resistant pressing sheet. And press the tray back in, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit that right button on the pod again, and then it's gonna go ahead and press for the 15 seconds. Now I do have my iPad here too, so you could just see how it shows, but whatever you start your press with, you wanna end your press with. So if you started using the pod, you'll wanna finish your press using the pod. And if you started by using the app, then go ahead and finish your press with the app too. Now we can go ahead and remove that heat resistant pressing sheet, and then DTF, we go ahead and peel while it's warm. And voila, we finished another project. See, that really is that zero touch effort because you can either do it through the pod or through the app. And then look, how cute is that mommy's little broke bestie? And the results this press gives is amazing. I've tried many different projects. Here, I took Cricut's iron-on patches, the denim sampler, and then look, I made these custom little cute shorts, the little moon and stars on it. And with the pressure, I was amazed because it almost seemed like seamless, like they didn't stick off like the iron-on patches normally do because that pressure really pressed it down. And these infusible ink coasters I did, look at this. I just love it. And the color's so vivid, and it really did that edge-to-edge pressing perfectly. Look at how pretty that is. I also used Cricut's iron-on patches here to go ahead and make a boho landscape on a canvas. And the press did beautifully. I did some of the chameleon iron-on a shirt too. I just love the color shift change of that. And then I used a cosmetic bag to make a, have you seen my charger? Bag to hold cords. Funny thing is, I'll still get asked if I've seen the charger. And this result really excited me because look at the puff. Now I used the puff Cricut iron-on that little lollipop scroll there, and this is the best puff results I have ever got. So I think that high pressure really, really helped that. Now let's go ahead and talk about how much is this, which I think is going to greatly surprise you, and where can you get it? Now here is a side-by-side comparison of the original AutoPress, which is no longer available, and the AutoPress 2. Now not only can you see here all the improvements, but go ahead and look at that price. The AutoPress 1 came out at $999. This new AutoPress 2, with all these improvements, $379. So this AutoPress 2 is bigger, better, and it's less expensive, which is amazing. And now that I'm sure you're excited to get your hands on it, let me tell you where you can get it from. The Cricut AutoPress 2 is going to be available exclusively on Amazon, which love the 2-day shipping, right? So until November 5th, it will not be on the Cricut site, nor will you find it in Michael's or anywhere, but it is exclusively on Amazon. Now, in the video description below, I will go ahead and put the links to the AutoPress 2, which we greatly appreciate when you guys use those links. Now, this video may come out hours before the press is available, so if so, I will just put a link to Amazon, and then once the link is active for the new AutoPress 2, I will go ahead and update the video description. And also in the video description below, check out links to our giveaways because we currently have 3 giveaways that are about to end in our Cricut Design Space group. So that's $350 worth of money to spend at Cricut in those giveaways. So make sure you don't miss out on those. And once those giveaways end, we'll have more giveaways start. So always check our featured post in our Cricut Design Space Facebook group. See, is that not amazing? Like I said, it checked all those boxes for me. Like I wanted the drawer to pull out because when you would try to stick your hands in and put your shirt, sometimes you got really close to the heat plate and you could burn yourself. Another thing was those added pressures, being able to adjust the pressure, especially when you're doing the things like the puff iron-on and the DTFs and everything. This is great that we can not only adjust the pressure, but it also goes to much higher pressures. Oh, one of the things I love technology-wise is that it's now integrated into the Cricut Design Space app. So there's no separate heat app or no separate heat guide you have to go to. It's literally all within there, gives you the step-by-steps, sends the settings to the machine, starts pressing, all of that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video made you as excited as it made me. I'm always so happy when I can finally share the things that I've been playing with for a while that I couldn't tell you I was playing with. Go ahead, drop a comment below and let us know, what do you think of the new press? Did it make you as happy as it made me? Because I was like, as they were telling us what's all in it, I was like, yes, yes, and yes, please. That's amazing. So everybody out there, go have a week full of happy crafting, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.